Okay. How's that sound? Does that sound good? Can hear everybody? Okay. We're called Piss, P-I-S-S, Piss. We're from Vancouver, Canada. This is our very first tour and very excited to be here. Before we get started, I just want to make sure everybody in the room is aware that the set we're going to play for you tonight contains explicit mentions of violence, in particular sexual violence, in both the lyrics and the sample content. So if you hear anything that upsets you, please take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. What else? We have a very full room tonight, which is awesome. But sometimes people just need to leave. They get overwhelmed, or they're freaked out, or there's a mosh they don't want to be involved in. If you want to leave, raise your hand really high. And if anybody sees someone with a raised hand, move the fuck out of their way. That would be awesome. Thank you. And with that, I'm going to yell at you now, and I hope you enjoy it.
When I grow up, I want to be an astronaut. When I grow up, I want to be an artist.
When I grow up, I want to be a football player.
When I grow up, I want to be a cat hotel owner.
When I grow up, I want to be a baseball player.
When I grow up, I want to be...
No devices, no metaphors, no technique. I don't know if writing about violence is helping me. Am I helping you? I keep trying to make my pain mean something. I spent my life trying to turn my pain into something useful. I spent my life trying to turn my pain into something beautiful. I wanted to write a romance novel. Now I need perfect control over my victim narrative. The story of a girl who was silent and powerless. But it's cliche to write about being powerless as a girl! I wanted to own an animal sanctuary with my baby sister. But I was bitten by a dog, and now animals scare me. I wanted to write romance novels. I wanted to feel safe in my body. I wanted to be a singer. I wanted to be a singer! I spent my life learning the right way to scream so people would listen! Listen to me, please! This is not a song! It's the song! I learned some people only believe you when your knees are bleeding. I learned some people only listen when you're screaming! But I wanted to be a singer!
Every year, millions and millions of pictures are made of women with our legs spread, our genitals are tied up, they're pasted. Millions and millions of pictures are made of us in postures of submission and sexual access. And the major motif of pornography as a form of entertainment is that women are raped and violated and humiliated until we discover that we like it. And at that point, we ask for more.
rhythm to being the chosen one. We're not like the other hordes if we can be ours. These days I'm learning to paint the iron bars king. I bleach my teeth so he'll pull me from the cage. There's a stickiness on my tongue that never washes out. They always say I like it and I can't say that I don't. Some words are bigger than bodies. I never learned how to get them out of my mouth. Women don't come! 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 There is a stickiness on my tongue that never washes out. They always say I like it, and I can't say that I don't. Some words are big, some words are bigger than bodies. I never learned how to get them out of my mouth.
So everything turned out all right because you prevailed.
Right, and that's
the point.
the thing.
And you weren't a victim in the sense
Pick
because...
up the pieces.
Right.
Yeah, go on with your life. Right, move on, and...
So how long before that beautiful body was being used again? Probably for years you wouldn't even use it.
Oh, no, you gotta get right back in
the saddle?
I wanted a way out of my body. Take a knife and send it through the mouth. I didn't want to be carried away. Kept trying to run in a different direction. Knew I wouldn't make it. Tried to live against them all on my own.
Find some way to keep the rapists off the street. Now, there are different ways of doing it. Law is only one way of doing it. I myself favor violence deeply. I favor it. And the reason that I favor it is that the law isn't working. And as long as the law isn't working, women who have been attacked or who are being attacked need to be able to understand that they have a right to defend themselves against anyone who is attacking them.
Where do you feel the feeling? Show me inside your body. What would you say to comfort your hurting younger self? When was the first time you felt like you were trapped inside your body? Can you exchange this feeling for something else? In my body! Again! How do you decide your actions? Impact the people who love you. What is the evidence for it? The facts support the belief. Can you list three things that make you happy to hear? Can you list three things that you can touch, taste, and see? Do you ever get flashbacks of the big spring speaking? Do you respect the power of liquor and oxytocin? Do gods ever force themselves into your resting mind? How can you act opposite to this emotion? Feel safe in my body again. How can you act opposite to this emotion? 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 Interior, a girl's bedroom, nighttime. A girl lays on her back in the dark, staring at the cut. Sorry, I can do better. Again. Interior, a girl's bedroom, nighttime. A girl lays on her back in the dark, staring at the ceiling. Something has been cut. Sorry. Again. A girl lays on her back in the dark, staring at the ceiling. Something has been weighing on her for a long time. The room is lit by the face of her cell phone. His number is dialed. She's finally going to cut. Again. A girl lays on her back in the dark, staring at the ceiling. Something has been weighing on her for a long time. The room is lit by the face of her cell phone. His number is dialed. She's finally going to let him have it. At first, I thought I was only dreaming. You cut again. At first, I thought I was only dreaming. You saying you've only ever known violence, but there was a cut again. But there was a kindness in what you cut again. But there was a kindness in what you did. How each night you cut again. How each night you waited for me to leave so you could cut again. How each night you waited for me to leave so you could be alone with my body. It was just a dream. Each night I sunk into the cut again. I sunk into the cut again. I sunk into the dark and woke with different limbs. Teeth stitched to the back of my lips and fingers sewn in the wrong places. And I still feel the cut again. I still feel the weight of all that skin cut again. I still feel the weight of all that skin cut again. I still feel the weight of all that skin. While you wake up every morning, stepping light as ever. Does your wife know that cut again? Does your wife know that cut again? Does your wife know that you sewed your hands on my cut? No! Does your wife know that you sewed your hands on my back? Everyone after you has tried to cut again. Everyone after you has tried to cut again. Everyone after you has tried to amputate, but all I do is bleed, cut again. All I do is bleed, cut again. All I do is bleed. Will you tell your children bedtime stories about me? The sleepwalker, crawling with teeth, fingers in her mouth. Too many hands, cut again. Too many hands, cut again. Too many hands to count. 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 I want to cut again. I want to cut again. I want to give it all back to you. I want to give it all back to you. I know what you did was all you knew. I know what you did was all you knew. interior. A girl's bedroom. Nighttime. A girl lays on her back in the dark, staring at the ceiling. Something has been weighing on her for a long time.
So I want to hold men 100% responsible for their actions, but that is within a particular political context. And when we're talking about patriarchy, misogyny, which is the hate of women, and a rape culture that's held up by heteropatriarchy, white supremacy, and capitalism, and environmental violence, that man is responsible for his actions, but he is not responsible for being brought into that context. Our boys are being raised in a rape culture, and then we're individually holding them responsible as if they invented misogyny. They didn't invent misogyny, they're swimming in it. As activists, we believe it is our collective obligation to change the structures of inequity, the structures of social injustice that promote a rape culture. Then, if we don't serve this young man who's willing to talk to us, women and children are going to pay forever for that, and he is going to suffer. All of our suffering is connected, as is all our liberation, right? Our paths to liberation are connected with each other.
Strung up in the stucco in the gallery with Venus, Medea, Lolita on paper, Artemisius beheading in oil, the painted fabric of woman on a bridge, woman in the dunes, woman ironing, woman and child lock. You could have lived in any time, in any body. You could have chosen any dress to wear for him.
How can non-autonomous, non-radical people understand what you want? Armed actions do have a scare-away effect.
How can I make you understand?
Why doesn't it have a scare-away effect if a guy sells women, but it does if his car burns? Behind it is the fact that traditional social violence is accepted, whereas similar reprisals scare away.
How can I make you? can I make you? How can I make you understand? Maybe it's scary if everyday reality is questioned. Women who get it pounded into their heads from the time that they are little girls, that they are victims, get scared when confronted with the fact that women are neither victims nor peaceful. Those women who experience their powerlessness with rage can identify with our actions. As every act of violence against one woman creates an atmosphere of threat against all women. Our actions contribute, even if they aim only against the individual responsible, to the development of an atmosphere of resistance is possible. Resistance is possible! 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 As every act of violence against one woman creates an atmosphere of threat against all women, our actions contribute, even if they aim only against the individual responsible to the development of an atmosphere of resistance is possible!
singing. Buddies. Trying. I won't bleed forever. Horses, soft hands, singing, buddies. Horses, soft hands, singing, forever. Horses, soft hands, singing. Thank you.